Hey guys, it's me, the Witch of the Wilderness, and this is a video all about tarot cards, which is the next installment in my Witchcraft and Wicca series. So what are tarot cards? Well, tarot cards are used for fortune telling, self-guidance. They can also be used in spell work and a form of guided meditation. It is basically a deck of cards, 78 cards, which are split into the major arcana, which has 22 cards, and the minor arcana, which has 56 cards. The major arcana have words at the bottom, such as the Hanged Man, the Wheel of Fortune, the Lightning Struck Tower, Death, the Chariot, the Moon, the Sun, the Lovers, the Hierophant, the Fool, the Magician. There are loads, there are absolutely loads. And the minor arcana are split into 4 suits. So you have the Pentacles, which can often be called coins to some people. They prefer to call them coins, but me personally, I stick with Pentacles. You also have Swords, and then there is the Cups. And last we have the Wands. So the Pentacles refer to money as well as talents. The Swords refer to our knowledge and our intellect. The Cups are linked to our emotions and our emotional side. And the Wands are linked to our more spiritual side, so like our ego and our personality. The word arcana comes from the Latin arcanum, which means secrets or mystery, because it was often thought that tarot cards hold our secrets, and they are pretty mysterious to people who are just starting out. So every card has a positive and a negative meaning, especially if reversed. So when a card is reversed, instead of coming out, so let's use the Magician. This is one that if it's pulled out this way, it is its normal meaning. However, if it is pulled out and it is upside down, then its meaning is said to be reversed, and this is the opposite of what this would usually mean. So that's another thing that can make tarot a little bit more complex, So there are so many different tarot decks, like hundreds, and you may buy a first deck and you may find it difficult to work. You may feel that the energies are off, you can't connect with it, and that's fine, because it simply means that that tarot deck isn't for you. So at the minute I use the Witch's Tarot, and I feel very drawn to them, and I love the fact that they have the triple moon symbol on, because I just love that symbol. It's my favourite symbol in Wicca, and I will be doing a video on the triple moon goddess. That is probably the next video that I'm going to be doing. So there are tarot cards on fairies. There's the more traditional Rider-Waite tarot. There are oracle cards, angel cards. There are loads. So it's important to find one that you feel is right for you and that you can connect with. So if you have just bought a tarot deck, then personally my recommendation is for the first night to sleep with it under your pillow, and this will just allow you to attune yourself with the cards, and it will absorb its energies. And like I said in the crystal ball reading, when using tools like this, I think it's important that only you handle them. So keep them up, keep them safe, keep them wrapped up, keep them in a box, whatever works for you. In order to help charge and cleanse them, I like to use selenite or quartz, and I simply place it on top of the deck before a reading. I also like to sage but if you do not like sage, some people are asthmatic or just simply don't like the smell of it or aren't allowed to burn sage, then a simple, easy way is to either get a bell and ring it around your tarot cards, or another way that people like to do is simply knock on your tarot cards, and this is said to refresh the energy and get rid of the energies from a previous reading. So there are so many different spreads as well in tarot, but before I go into them a little bit, then I will just say that if you are a beginner, it is hard to learn all of the meanings at once, so my recommendation would be to simply pull a card. So say do a card of the day, so day 1, the Magician. Put it on your altar or on a bookshelf or somewhere where you will see it, then refer to your guide and write down what the meaning of the Magician is, and simply do it that way, so 1 a day, which helps to break it down. So that's another very good way of learning tarot cards. And then when you get a little bit more advanced, you can look into maybe doing a 3-card pull, and then maybe a Celtic cross. And the very complex one is the Wheel of the Year, which consists of 13 cards. So you have 12 cards representing each month, so 1 for January, 1 for February, 1 for March, and so on and so on. And then the 13th card will sum up the year as a whole. And I find this very useful, and I do this either right at the end of December or on New Year, like January the 1st itself. And that helps me to feel more at ease with the year ahead, and I feel like I know what to expect more. So that's just my personal taste. You can do a question reading where you have a specific question in mind, or if you do not have a question, then you can do more of an open reading, so that's more general. So that could work as well. If you are just starting out, then do a general reading, do it in the spread, and then jot down what those cards mean, how they link into each other, because tarot works because the messages and the images have an effect on our consciousness, which then influences our lived reality. So as well as acknowledging the existence of higher will, it also means that we can enter a state of harmony with it, which I think is rather nice. There's not much more that I can say, except one key thing that a lot of people think when starting out is everybody is scared of this card. That's right, the Death card. Doesn't mean death. It just means a change is coming. So many people think, oh, it means someone's going to die. It doesn't mean anybody is going to die. Trust me, it just means there's going to be an unforeseen change in your life. So maybe you'll have to move, maybe you'll lose your job. You know, depending on your circumstances, it's hard to tell what it can relate to, because obviously it is an unforeseen change. I can't think of anything more to say in this video, because obviously I'm not going to go into what every card means, because you may have a different deck and it doesn't relate. So that's just a general gist of a breakdown of tarot cards, how they can be used, some hints and tips on how to cleanse them and charge them and keep them safe. And that's about everything I can think of. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, subscribe, and also comment if you found it useful, or if you have any further questions. And I think that's all for today. So I shall see you all in the next video. Bye!